fall color. Yay!
So talking, since you've been already in Madrid, Castilla and León, La Rioja, and today Asturias. So how many of them are Madrid, Castilla y León, Rioja, Asturias? You're on your fourth, not yet, but you're going to be on the fourth autonomous region of Spain. So maybe you should know a little bit more about how this works. To start with, like I told you, I think the first day, Spain as such, countries as such, don't exist. You know that at some point they started. It's not. It's not.
Always an origin.
There's always an origin, and when in the Cambric period there were no countries. In the case of Spain, if you travel in Spain, you're going to find with some variations the same pattern. Our prehistory, that it gets a little bit lost, then pre-Roman. State, both Spain and Portugal under the Visigothic rule. Then we have the Muslims, remember, we've mentioned them, from 711 and then independent war, but to 1492 in the case of Granada, the last Muslim stronghold. And then we continue in the Middle Ages. The most important thing that kings have to do, which is producing other kings. So he dies without descendants. And this is going to be a war in all of Europe. Because why? Because the Habsburg dynasty says, yeah, we have a candidate. almost. Look to the right because there was the panel telling us that even though the river on our left is the river Luna, the same river I was telling you about, now we've changed region. We've left the moon and we've come into Babia. But like I tell you, in Spanish it's almost the same because you can say someone you're in the moon or you can say someone you are in Babia. That means, you know, you're here in your body but your mind who knows where it is. And I'm very familiar with this because I'm married with an artist, and so he's a man and he's an artist. So I don't know if he's in the moon or in Babia, but very often he's somewhere else. And in case you have a similar situation,
on the way with their own fears and struggles. Compel us to reach out a hand in loving compassion and support, and may we recognize all those holy guides who disrupt our intended paths as sparking a new direction on our way. And as I was reading this, I was also reminded of one of my favorite saints, the Spanish saint, Saint Teresa of Avila. This reflection talks about compassion and support and love for all God's people. And one of Teresa's most famous prayers is when she said, "We are now the hands and the feet and the eyes of God to do God's work upon this earth." Amen and shalom.